I'm scared, Daddy.
I assure you, you have nothing to be afraid of.
Really? Basement was the clincher for me.
You see enough people come and go, you grow numb to it.
I'm Art, and this week on Tub Talk, Rock and I will be discussing Avatar, and in particular, the persistent voice of its detractors as regards the trite narrative and plot structure.
I'm about to annihilate preposterous muckrakers and troglodyte defilers of James Cameron's $500 million, $2.7 billion grossing sci-fi buffet of spectacle, triumph, and woe. Oh, you like that, huh? The best thing since Star Wars? Episode 2, maybe.
When you absolutely, positively got to kill every clone trooper in the arena, except no substitutes.
I've evacuated Hemmingway from the bottom of the pool, again. This is his third infraction in so many days. His BAC level is well beyond the recommended intake of said alcoholic beverage. He'll be sleeping it off on your couch, again. Now if you'll excuse me, there are swimmers who require my undivided and patriotic guardianship as they participate in their aquatic recreations.
All you George Lucas bashers out there, why don't you do me a favor and throw yourself off a cliff with the rest of the lemmings? I hope you land in a Starbucks somewhere where you can work on your stupid script about a bunch of 20-somethings trying to find love in their postgraduate meaningless existence. Maybe you can submit it to a film festival and an audience award, you bums. You couldn't write American Graffiti or Episode 4 if your life depended on it.
No, I could.
So shut up and stop complaining about George Lucas, you losers. You don't deserve to lick the bottom of George Lucas's shoes. What have you done? You Manhattan coffee shop losers. You phony intellectuals. You puppet artists.
Well, I was a bullfighter.
Everyone knows the best scripts are written at the coffee bean.
Is there no popsicle saved from your opportunistic lips? Well, that's what you get when you let a mongoloid speak. Everyone knows the best work of the 20th century was done on a chest of drawers and a bottle of scotch.
Amen to that.
Under the influence of alcohol, Fitzgerald, Howard Hawks, John Ford. What has coffee produced, huh? David O. Russell Films and Sundance, that's what.
And so, to expand on tonight's topic, please welcome special guest, Ayn Rand.
Alright, Ayn Rand, Avatar, your thoughts.
Avatar is an obscene fantasy due to the absurd premise that savages are perceived to be more noble and righteous because they are more in touch with nature.
Like hippies.
Would you agree, Miss Rand, that the character Jake represents the ideal man as some bohemian Berkeley type?
There is nothing rational about the intellect, or lack thereof, of these superficial dolts. If these primitives are standing atop a gold mine and they don't have the intellect to prospect or utilize these natural resources, then they don't have the right to be upset that the superior species does.
Imperialist fascists have no right to harvest land which is not theirs. Those who rape and pillage land which is not theirs to take deserve to die under the capitalist regime to which they pledge allegiance.
What rights are you referring to specifically? Because a person or people was born on a piece of land does not entitle them to rights to that land. I was born in St. Petersburg, so by that reasoning, I am entitled to that land and all that lies beneath it?
I was born in Quebec.
Of course, the socialist Bolsheviks didn't believe in rights when they took over Russia. Apparently, socialists only believe in rights when they apply to other people and not their own. But this conversation is not about economics, it's about the ideal man.
Batman was an amazing George Clooney.
The ideal man is powerful, brutish, dominant, and hypermasculine, not some evolutionarily devolved paraplegic. If there's a real hero in this movie, it is the military imperialists, as you call them.
We are talking about Avatar, for God's sake. Speaking of which, some of the criticisms, such as its Dancing with Wolves in space, when Dancing with Wolves was basically Lawrence of Arabia in the Old West, with its blonde-haired, blue-eyed, pale-skinned hero joining the natives to fight against the invading imperialists, as if that in itself makes for a bad movie? Nonsense! None of you complained about Lawrence of Arabia or Dancing with Wolves for the same thing, and if Avatar had been a moderate grosser, none of you would have anything to say about it. But since it's the biggest movie of all time, there's always that annoying segment that has to justify their existence by being a nonconformist.
I really like Waterworld.
It's because your brain hasn't lateralized yet, rendering you essentially a man-child. You know what else? I don't have to deal with this. Go pluck your guitar strings and sip your coffee, you losers.